So if I have time in the class, I'll give you the time immediately, or in the same day you will go, I'll give the assignment, you go practice it and come back and say, okay, this is what I have faced, okay, this is the issue. Okay, I know everyone is working, or everyone might be busy with their day-to-day life. I know everyone doesn't have time to do. Okay, so only thing I'll ask is Saturday and Sunday, whatever time we are sparing, like this 1 hour, spare that time and sit and do that practice. Okay, so that is what I ask you for. So if you can practice along with me in the class and also in the Sundays, I am sure everyone will gonna get at least 4 certifications. Okay, so I'm telling just at least 4 certifications. You have to understand how many certifications and how much knowledge you can get. Okay, when you complete this Tosca. Okay, everything is a real-time example. Whatever I teach, whatever I taught in my project, the same kind of knowledge I'll be sharing it here. Okay, so you can even face your interview questions. You can even put a experience of 3 years with whatever knowledge I'm sharing it here. Okay, it's not only the syllabus I'm covering, I'm also covering the interview questions, and also I'll be telling, okay, this is one important point you have to concentrate on more. Okay, like that, a guidance will also be given. Okay, so you have to take advantage and you have to come up with more and more questions so that I can teach you more and more. Okay, so yeah. So before jumping into what we are learning in Tosca, so I'm not sure everyone knows about what is Tosca, why is Tosca, and there are some certifications. Okay, so let me start with the certification concept and then we'll move on to the concept why we have to choose Tosca and what is Tosca. Okay. So basically, this Tosca tool is developed by this Tricentis. Okay, Tricentis is the one who owns the Tosca. So that is a one point. And other one is this Tricentis has only made effort to start with these all different types of certifications. Okay, if you see AS1, AS2, A1. So there's, I mean, different certification paths you can choose if you want to learn more about Tosca. Okay, so for anything or everything you want to learn Tosca, the basic certification that you want is the first one called as Automation Specialist 1, and the second one is Automation Specialist 2. Okay, so these two things we are covering in our sessions. Okay, so all the syllabus, whatever is there for AS1 and AS2, we'll be covering in our sessions, and these are the main foundation for you to learn Tosca. Okay, even if you are deployed in the project, you want to do some test cases, you want to do some test sheet creations, all the things can be done under AS1 and AS2. If you are learning AS1 and AS2, you are good enough to start with your Tosca tool. Okay, so even if you are going for any interviews, the first question they ask you is, did you complete AS1 certification? Did you complete AS2 certification? Okay, along with that, we are also giving certification for TDS2. Okay, this is Test Design Specialist 2. Okay, level 2. So we do have Test Design Specialist 1, but for our syllabus, whatever we can cover, we are trying to cover Test Design Specialist 2. Okay, and this TDS1 is one advanced topic we are covering in other course. For this course, we are only taking up Automation Specialist level 1, Automation Specialist level 2, this one, and TDS2. Okay, so all these three certifications are free of cost. I will guide you how to go and enroll for this exam, and how to what type of questions you are getting, and also we will discuss some sample papers. It's not like one sample paper we will discuss, and more of practical knowledge. Okay, so there are lots of people in the current market where they do have certifications, but if I go and sit with them and ask some questions, They're not ready to answer. Okay, but you will not be in that position if you are joining in this course. Okay, that is for sure. And one more thing, yeah, TDS too. Okay, so along with this, we are also explaining about how to connect with your database, how to play around with your database tables and all those things are also covered here. It's called as database testing. We are also covering database testing here, and also we are also covering API testing. Okay, how to load an API, how to convert your APIs into your test cases, and how to manipulate your test case, like create more number of test cases and do the validations. Okay, so those part and all is also covered in our program. Okay, so this is all about our program. So if you have any questions and queries, you can ask me. Once you are done with your questions, then I'll move on to the next topic called why Tosca and why is it so much familiar and has become so much famous in our current market. Yeah.
Okay, so can I go first?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so as you said, you will be preparing us for AS1, AS2, and directly TDS2. So, to give TDS2, is this required to complete TDS1?
No, it is not required.
Okay, but for AS2, it is required to complete AS1, right?
Yes, AS1 and AS2 are mandatory to start with any of your exam.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Who's the next one? Yeah, Mohan, please go ahead.
Hi Manasa, this is Dimlesh. You can call me with my first name.
Okay,
So
sir.
yeah, sure. So two basic things that I want. I don't know if I this was already answered because I joined 2 or 3 minutes late. So
Okay.
I currently am doing the role of a test manager, and I have 18 years of experience. In my last appraisal, my manager said that most of the people are already aware of Selenium with Java. So these days, clients are preferring people who have Tosca knowledge. So that's how
Yeah.
I got interested into this particular tool. So is it true that these days the preference from the customer side is more on Tosca in comparison with Selenium?
Yes, correct. So that is the reason you are also here, right, Bimlesh?
Right, but still I had this doubt, and then I thought maybe in the first
Yeah.
introduction session I will
Yeah,
check with
yeah.
you. Mhm.
Because I'll tell you why. Because the you don't need to have, it's like complete scriptless tool. Okay, so any manual tester hardly like for AS1, there's like if you sit for 4 hours or 5 hours a day, you can complete in 1 week total course. Okay, so 1 week if you train a manual tester, he becomes an automation tester. Okay, so that is the
Okay,
one point. Whereas coming to Selenium Java, he has to learn Java first and he has to learn what is Selenium. Okay. So it will take, even if you are like too intelligent, it will take at least 2 weeks to understand Java and Selenium, right? Again, you have to
right,
start building your framework, all those things. Even if it is a free tool, as Tosca has widened up its wings. Okay, so now if you come to Tosca, it's like a you know, right, hypermarket, the concept of hypermarket, the same
right,
strategy Tosca is implementing with all its tool. Okay, so once you come complete your test case preparation here, you have a tool called Q test tool. Okay, where it's similar like an ALM. Okay, ALM and Jira, you can integrate
right.
with it and you can do everything. Okay, if you have mobile application to test, you can go do a mobile application testing. Okay, web application testing
Okay,
is done, Salesforce application is done, and what SAP is done, non-desktop is also done. Okay, so it's like one tool, you get all the solutions, but only thing is it is cost. It is, I mean, you have to buy the tool. Even it, they are not going back as they have to buy the tool. They are more interested into learning this new tool because this is a complete scriptless tool. Anyone can understand what are you doing. Anyone who is a
okay,
normal tester A normal person who comes, sees your test scripts, he can understand, okay, this is how this happens. Okay. So that is the visibility of Tosca.
Okay. And my last question. So, as you said, this tool is used on a variety of applications like Salesforce or SAP or web-based or desktop. So, during this training program, Mansa, are we focusing on any particular application or like the
Yeah,
demo
we are,
application that we'll be using? Is it
yeah,
based
we are
on some SAP or is it generic one?
it's a web application tool we'll be doing.
Okay.
I mean, there's a website that is designed by Tricentis only. They only took that effort to make us get ready with this tool. Okay, so that web-based application we'll be working on. But for any other thing, whatever might be the application, it might be the Salesforce, it might be SAP, it might be anything. Okay, you have to know the basic. The basic is what you learn in AS1. Only
Okay.
difference is like one or two things might differ. So rest everything is same.
All right. Thanks, Mansa.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi,
Yes,
Mansa.
Sumit.
Sumit this side.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Sumit. Go ahead.
Regarding the database in transit certificate, which part we should follow?
Sorry, I did not get you.
The DB testing you are talking about, na? So is there any certification for DB testing also?
Yeah, yeah, we do have a testing, a DB testing. It is not mentioned here. I mean, this is a
Okay.
almost like, I mean, oldest document I have. I mean, just normal on the higher level. Okay. So apart from
Mhm.
this, there are so many certifications that you, if you explore there, sorry, if you explore, you can see more certifications. And yes, we will help you in completing your database testing also.
Okay, man. Okay, Mansa.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yes, Sumit.
Manasa. Mohan here. Will you also be covering mobile automation?
In this, not. In this course, we are only doing web application testing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So
Next
any
question is,
any other course for mobile automation, like, or you this is the only course that you are providing?
I mean, we are planning to, advance thing, but whatever, even if you have to go for advance, you have to learn the basic. Okay. So
Okay.
that
Yes.
thing I
Yes.
can tell you, but there, what I will do, I'll directly jump into what you have to do. Okay. So
Okay.
better you, I would suggest if anyone is looking for advance, I would suggest to go for basic first so that you will have all the knowledge. Then after, see, there are so many people in my last batches. They have already done my, basic, and they are only coming back and like just giving ask me questions saying that okay, this is only doubt I have. Rest all I could do with the help of what you taught me. So that is a level of confidence I got. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Mohan, you still have question?
No, Manasa, that's it.
Okay. Virendra Kumar is the next one who raised.
Yeah, Mansa. Uh,
Yeah.
so can we automate Salesforce applications?
Yeah, you can automate Salesforce application.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because currently we are working in Salesforce
Yeah, you
applications, so
can
that's
automate Salesforce application. As I told it, right? For anything, the basic thing what you have to do is the same. Okay. So
okay.
only difference is the application differs. Okay. So that is also one reason why Tosca is now mostly famous in the current trend.
Okay. Okay. So do we? I mean, we can
Yeah, yeah,
also
please.
automate like integration, right? For example, we are integrating to Salesforce with another tool like ERP tool like Econ or SAP. So do we
Yes, yes.
also automate those things, right?
Yeah, both of them you can do. Integration is also possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I see one more. Mayan, please go ahead.
Yes, madam. Shall we cover API automation as well, madam? Web service, I mean services, API
Yeah,
services.
yeah, we are covering API also.
Okay. And everyday class recording will be provided day by day.
Every day class recording will be provided, and the recordings are for your lifetime access. Okay, you can anytime go back and refer your recordings. You can go and check back it, and yeah, any other question?
Okay, and all real-time scenarios also will be covered,
Yes,
madam.
yes. Yes, yes, we are doing the practical. It's not like I just teach and you just go. It's not like that. You have to sit with me. You have to,
Hey, Mansa,
like,
Amit this side.
yeah, Amit, please go ahead.
Hi, Mansa. Yeah, my question is, can we test Cation or Tableau reports as well using Tricentis Tosca?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
So can we test a Citrix-based application where Citrix login is required and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then some flow.
we can, yeah, yes, we can do that.
And Tableau, can we test Tableau dashboards?
Tableau dashboards, I'm not pretty much sure of what Tableau is. I have to just check on it and I can come back.
Okay.
Okay.
So actually, Tableau is giving some kind of a reports and all. So actually, Tableau is publishing reports and all. So they are giving kind of a PDF kind of a online PDF kind of a reports. So is it feasible to read something from the
I
PDF using
yeah,
Tosca?
PDF thing we can do it on Tosca. We do have it. We can do that.
And is it possible to know that what is the charges we will be getting using for this tool?
What is that?
And charges about the tool. Do you know that what is the license fee will cost us? Let's say if we are learning here, then obviously we need to tell to the managers and the leaders in the organization that how much this is going to cost us.
No, actually,
Any knowledge about that?
if you're enrolling with us, right? So we'll be giving you the tool
Hmm.
access, and you will have 3 months of validity, and you can use it. Okay, and you can also, once you are enrolled with us, right, you can also know how to extend that validity. We will discuss it in the later stages. But if you are only worried about the
Okay.
tool, how to get this tool for practice session, no need to worry. We'll be handling, we'll be giving everyone the tool access, and everyone will have. That is what I was about to tell. So my class starts only with the installation of Tosca. Okay. So once everyone's machine has Tosca installed, only then I start my class. Okay. And it's not like I'll be seeing. Okay, I will ask anyone of our class, so that you can show up in the screen. I can peep into your screen. I have that screen access, so I can just take the control and I'll just ask you to do something or something like that. Okay, so that it will be an interactive session. It's not like only I teach, you listen. So I don't want to make that practice. It's like an interactive session, that is for sure, and practice will be for sure is there. No need to worry about, okay, I'm enrolling into this, I have to practice. So that kind of stress, there is nothing needed. Okay, whatever I tell in class, I will give 5 to 10 minutes of time daily, so that you can just simply go and revise the topic if you want. Or if you want, you can go ahead and do the YouTube recording again. You can go back and learn the YouTube recording, or it's sufficient whatever you learn in this class. Only Saturday, Sunday, I'll ask you to put 1 hour of extra effort to complete the just practice session. That's it. But everyday assignments will be there. Okay. Any other questions that I have to do?
I have one question, Mansa.
Yeah,
Like,
please.
see, I hear like that SAP related things. For example, you are telling right APA and web UI automation you can teach, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if I want to by learning this web UI and API automation, can I automate SAP applications based on this knowledge?
Yeah, you can do it. So whenever we are into the class, right, I will tell you, okay, so for SAP, this is how you have to proceed. For application, this is how to. There is a very small difference, okay? So that difference, I don't think it would be a problem for you. But if you have to do the SAP also, right, you have to know the basics like what are the standards that Tricentis has to follow, and what is a folder structure, and how to use which module. So directly you cannot go and dive into a big swimming pool of 20 feet or 30 feet, right? First, we will start from 5 feet, 10 feet, then 15, 20, right? So that is how I will generally suggest. If you want to learn SAP, that is fine, perfectly fine. But do come with this course. You will learn the basics, and then you can automate SAP. You can try SAP. There are a lot of people in my batch who will do their application testing simultaneously. If they are coming through some with issues or errors, I'll come, hey Manusa, this is what, okay. Then I'll sit with them. I'll try to resolve the issue as soon as possible. That is how there are people who were doing in my previous batches. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, yes, Manas. So like
Yeah.
for example, web UI means like we don't want any login related things and all. No need, just we can directly test like that, right? By using web UI.
No, no,
But
no.
SAP related
No.
things we need, right? Something to application access and all, right? That we can practice without that.
See, here, whatever application we are trying to use, right? This is the application I'm trying to access. Here also, only if you log in, right? Then only you can enter and you can see that things, okay? So everything, especially this, whatever website that we are seeing, right? This is developed by Tricentis to cover all the functionalities and all the different concepts that we can cover in our testing. So that is why we generally, if at all you are doing it for first time, we'll ask to practice in this demo workshop, then come back to actual project, so that they will have enough knowledge to play around. All the things are here and they can do it.
Okay, ma. So why I asked this question like SAP related, no? So
Yeah,
I heard something like SAP related. Tricent Tosca is very popular, like that they told me. So I asked that
yeah,
related.
SAP. Yeah, SAP and Salesforce. It is very Tricentis Tosca is very very popular doing it.
Okay, that's what I asked. Okay, one
Yeah,
more
yeah,
question I have. So
yeah.
I don't just this is a just I have one clarification. Just I don't know, it's a silly question or a good question.
It's okay,
Uh,
no problem. Any question is a question. That's it.
okay. See, what is my question? It is like second question. It is like this is Tosca is like paid tool. Okay. See, I feel like it is a more costly tool, but it will be only used by the MNCs like that. I heard actually. So
Mm.
what about the job openings like that compared to Selenium? It is like that huge openings will be there. Now it is not there for any technology openings, but Selenium will be huge openings compared to Selenium. It will be have more openings or not? That what I am telling. That is my question because Tosca it is in a tool, right? So
Yeah.
Selenium is, but that what I question. What about like getting the calls? It is
Yeah.
important, right? To get the job also.
You'll get all the answers for the second question when I start my next half of the class. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay,
that
sure,
is
sure.
why this is the most asked question in my demo session. So almost every time I face the session, that is the reason I have given that introduction of Tosca. Okay. Your question will be for sure answered. Are we going to test real-time project as well? Yes, we are doing it. Snigdha, yes, we are doing it. Okay, so let me start the next part of the session for today so that you will understand. So you might be, yeah, like Bharat has asked a question, right? So everyone has this doubt, will I get my calls, interview calls? Okay, so I will tell you will for sure get the interview calls. You have to expose your resume like that. Okay, that is a one main point. So even after you get calls, it's not necessary that you will crack in the interview. Okay, so uh, even if you show that you have completed AS1 and AS2, that is not what they want. They want the knowledge. Okay, so you'll get enough knowledge when you are with this course, and we will see why Tosca has become that much popular in this. Okay, so this is mainly, it is called as model based test automation. Okay, so what is model based, we will be seeing slowly in our classes. For today, you just have to understand Tosca is a model based test approach, and to clearly tell you, it's a codeless approach. Okay, literally you don't need any, I mean, like Java, Selenium, anything. You don't need anything. You just have to understand the tool. That's it. Understanding the tool is very important. So once you understand the tool, you can play around with whatever test case might be. You can just simply just do it in a fraction of seconds. Okay, and this has become the market leading tool because it has database testing, it has API testing, you can do regression testing, you can do functional testing, you can do exploratory testing. What kind of testing your project might be doing, this will support most kind of testing. Okay, so and also it supports API testing, database testing, as I've told, and it is very easy if you are doing an agile project, right? It is, this tool also supports the agile methodology. Okay, and yeah, so why nowadays it has become so much popular, because nowadays no one wants to put so much of effort, okay, writing the code, doing that. And most of the people who are, I mean, there might be like, if there are 100 people in a group, right, there might be like 50% who can learn Java, Selenium, who have that capacity. There are other 50% who cannot, I mean, who take a lot of time to learn the Selenium Java. Okay, as this is a scriptless tool, even clients who are coming, they are showing so much of interest, because even they can sit, they can start doing test cases if someone is not coming. Okay, so that kind of flexibility Tosca has given. So that is also one reason Tosca has become so popular, and especially this Tricentis has put a lot of effort to make this tool so much popular. It has put one support portal. If at all, if you are stuck somewhere in your Tosca, right, in generally, if you are writing a Selenium code or Java code, or Selenium Java or Selenium Python, if you are stuck somewhere, what you do, you either go to your team lead who has a knowledge about this, or you go in a Google randomly search, right? So, but in case of Tosca, when you are using Tosca, there's a support tool where there are people who will be, whenever you give a query, right, there are people who will be answering your thing, and it's like not only one answer you get, you might get multiple answers. You can try them and you can resolve them. Okay, and whenever, if your project is taking a Tosca tool, okay, so they'll ask, well, I mean, I came across this kind of support when my project was taking up Tosca. Previously it was Selenium Java. We have converted all our Selenium JavaScripts into Tosca. Okay, so whenever we approach to Tricentis team, showing that we need these many licenses and all, so they also took the effort of putting one person from Tricentis, one person who can hand hold our team, so that if they are somewhere stuck or somewhere they need some help to complete their test case, they would help us, they would guide us, they would make us complete our test cases. Okay, so that kind of support Tricentis has given us. Okay, that is also third thing. Tosca has become so much popular in nowadays, because if you see Selenium Java, Selenium Python, you don't get that kind of flexibility. You have to go in Google, do some R&D, or go and do some YouTube, and you have to search if someone has come across such kind of errors or something like that. Only then you can get the solution. But this is much effort they are putting so that it is accessible for everyone. Okay, so that is what I can tell you. And it is, I told you, right, with minimum skill set only you can, anyone can start coding. Okay, yeah, if you see, this graph has been changed. Sorry, I couldn't change it. But if you see, this is according to 2023. Now we are in 2024. I forgot to update it. So if you see information technology services, 45% of people started using it. And Tosca is not only in IT industry, in banking, financial services, computer software, whoever is doing a computer software, and some transportation companies and automotive companies, airline companies also started using Tosca. Once they develop a tool, automatically they want someone to automate, I mean someone to test it. Okay, so and after they test, they want it to automate. So obviously when they want to automate, they are trying to search for new tools. Okay, even if you see for development also, the tools has become so much like, if you see your Salesforce development team, so they don't, like in olden days they used to sit and write 100 200 lines of code. Nothing is there. Okay, Salesforce also have given a ready to go tool. It's like you do Maggie in 2 minutes. The same way here, Tosca is also such easy tool. That is the easiest way I can tell. Okay, yeah, these also started using Tosca. So if you are trying to put up your career in Tosca, you not only in IT, these are also other sectors you can start looking up. I mean, you can start getting your calls. Okay, not only in industries. If you see, these are the other countries. Okay, if you are planning to migrate from one country to another country, so these are the highest chances. See, Germany is now a leading. I mean, country. I mean, Germany is one state where they are actually looking for resources. Okay, if you go and see German portals, there are lots and lots of Tosca. I mean, Tosca openings. Okay, if you just know AS1, AS2, they are ready to hire you. Such kind of openings I have seen with my own eyes. India is also, United States is also there, Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, everywhere in every country, they have started using Tosca. So if you want to migrate to any other country, it's always good if you have Tosca in your resume. Yes, like other, I mean, other tools, Tosca also has some competitors. If you see, these are the top competitors of Tosca, like Circle CI, Cucumber, Bitbucket, Robot Framework, Catalan, Browser Stack. Okay, you can go on Google and just get more and more knowledge. How are these competitors? How is the competition? All those things. Okay. Yeah. So as I've told you already, it's a model-based testing. Okay. So it's like just it's very simple to use. Like you can, with the help of scanning one technology, you can, I mean, use that particular scan, whatever you have scanned, right? So all those things you can use it like multiple for multiple test cases. You can use it. Okay. So what is, you might have questions now. What is she talking about? What is the scan? What is that? Okay. You will understand the scan and everything in the later stages, like next 2 days of the class. Like after that you will get more knowledge. You'll be, now you'll be hearing some new words. You just have to put it in your mind and you have to ask me. You have asked me in the demo one, day one, that you have told about this. Can you please explain? Okay. Yeah, it's a dynamic object identification. So if you see, the object can be identified dynamically, not only through XPath or some other properties. By dynamically only also you can use it. Okay, this dynamic object identification is a one huge hit of Tosca. And we have a concept called libraries here. So you can create n number of libraries and you can reuse them all around your test suite. If you have 150 test cases, you just create one library, done. 150 test cases can be done in one single day. You don't believe we have created such kind of test suites, like 300, 400 test cases, like in 2 to 3 days with the help of libraries that we have created. Okay, you will understand how to create library. All these things you will know in the later stages of our class. And we have easy verification and validation methods. Like if you see, you just have to put some value here, and here the action mode will be verified, done. Your test case, when you run your test case, Tosca will automatically understand, okay, for this particular thing, I have to go and verify. Okay, let me go and verify this. It will go verify it. If it is a true, it will give a green. If it is a false, it will give a red. Okay. So this is how Tosca works. Okay, so this is all about this thing, and you might have question as this is a license tool. How are we getting Tosca? Yes, whoever is enrolled in our class, you will be getting 90 days of tool, and we will guide you and we will help you about installation and all. I told you right. The day one of our, I mean, the next 2-3 days will be the introduction. After that, our actual session starts. So from the actual session, it's like we'll be working, we'll be writing, we'll be doing everything on the tool. Okay. Everyone will have tool access, and I will give you the class notes also. It's like daily whatever we have discussed, like main syntax and how to call that, and there are few more concepts like a single liner of what is that, so that you can also make notes of your own, or you can also take my notes. I'll be sharing your notes, day-to-day notes, and also we'll be doing multiple assignments so that you will have hands-on. By the time you show your AS1 and AS2 certification, you can also tell that you have hands-on experience. And we also do provide resume preparation and interview preparation help. Okay. Yeah, this is all about. So this is how our, I mean, classes will go. Like I have planned like this. So this is how we'll be creating, and we have few more additional topics. We are doing ATDS2, and we do resume preparation. We do interview questions, AS1 certification, AS2 certification, TDS2, and all these certifications are free. I'll help you out how to do it. Any other questions and queries that I have to answer?
Yes, Manasa, Parshuram here. Actually,
Yeah.
Selenium will perform the actions based upon the clicks. For example, for click and all, we will write a XPath. But how
Yeah.
about Tricentis? It is based upon an image or a text, what based upon what it will work.
It become here also click works, but how the click works and all you will understand in the later stages of the class.
Yeah,
You
but
will
here we
try.
need to write a XPath or do we need to follow other approach?
No, we are not doing XPath here. We generally don't encourage doing XPath here. But we will have to scan, we will get the technical properties of the module, and with the other module properties, we will try to scan. We'll try to tell Tosca like you have to perform this action on this particular thing.
But do we have an option to write a XPath here as well?
Automatically when you scan, the XPath is also scanned.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, any other questions, queries?
Sir, this is Sudhakar. So I
Sorry.
have one question regarding the how the objects are identified in the any web page using Tosca.
Yeah, that is the magic of Tosca. You'll understand in the next. So I'll be telling like step by step
I
how
have
do
the
you do.
I
Sorry?
have experience with model based and UFT and Selenium
Okay.
and some testing tools. So I want to know how exactly this Tosca is going to identify each element in a web page.
Yeah, to answer your question, here we have a concept called modules. In the module, we have to scan the application. We will, while scanning the application, you will get everything, all whatever the properties are there on the particular application. Tosca will automatically get them onto that scanning window, and then you have to make it unique. That is the easiest way I can tell you for this demo session first class. In the later classes, for sure, you will be learning. So tomorrow I'll tell you what is a module, how to scan a module, all those things. Slowly we will learn. But whatever you have done in UFT, whatever you have done in other thing, it's like a little different from it. Okay. There you must have written like you have must have called like that application dot something dot uh, something and dot click, right? Something like that. Here, there is nothing you have to write.
Okay, thank you.
I'll show you some sample test case. I'll see if it is open. Any other questions before the tool opens?
Yeah, Manasa Nishant here.
Yeah,
You
Nish.
said we are going to test all kind of applications with this tool, like different kind of testing, web-based and API and database testing, everything. So in generally, we use different kind of tools to do different kind of testing, uh,
Yeah.
like Selenium and Postman, ETL tools.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, how it going to be in Tosca? So, are we going to connect with any other different tools like plugins and integrations, or all those
No,
are
it's only one
built in?
tool.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a
Uh,
built-in tool. If you see, this is a tool, right? Here, if you
yeah.
see, this is the API testing. So here, when you click, I can go ahead and do API testing. And normal regression database testing, everything can be done here. Okay, so this is a tool. How you are seeing is this is a tool. And if you see, this is how I written one test case. It's a very simple test case that I have wrote.
Okay. One
Okay,
more
so this
question.
is, yeah, please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Uh, so with Selenium or any script-based tool, uh,
Mhm.
multiple users are working in the same environment. So like
Correct.
they are connecting to the centralized repository and deploy their code and updating their updations with this. So
Mhm.
how can here multiple users are working in a same, and is there any framework to follow like with Selenium we follow TestNG or Cucumber
Mhm.
hybrid framework or something like that. So
Yeah.
what kind of framework Tosca does follow?
Yeah, this is a inbuilt
Do we need
framework. It
to
has.
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, it has a inbuilt framework for you, like Selenium, like TestNG and all. There is no framework that you have to use it here. Okay, you just have to utilize the tool. Okay, and to answer your other question, there's a concept called multi-user repository where multiple people can work simultaneously. Okay, so how to work on that multiple user and all, I will tell you in the tomorrow's class. Okay, how this multiple people will sit and work, what are the concepts in multiple users, and how you use the code, where the code will be checked in, and all those things we will see in the tomorrow's class.
Okay. One more question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Java has been from uh, long period in the market.
Yeah.
If my client want to migrate with Tosca,
Mhm.
and if I want to give some POC to my client, so what are the advantages that they will get by this tool, and what kind of support and uh, license? You said this is the license tool, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So how the license will be charging for with the tool only, or based on the customers that they are been using in the uh, environment? So how they
Yeah,
gonna
license.
charge for this?
Yeah, license part is pretty much about business. I'm not that much sure about the business part, how the Tricentis is taking up, because I am only, I am only known to my project and my company. Okay, so
Okay.
license part, I'm not that much sure about it, but yeah, you can talk to them. And coming to yeah, as I told you, right? It's a scriptless tool, so no one has to. Whenever your client has to deploy some people for automation testing, there's no mandatory that he has to learn some tool. Okay, so he can be a simple manual tester with 2 or 3 years of experience. Only thing is he has to understand what is a test case, and what is a test case, what is regression test suite. Those basic concepts should be there for you to start with Tosca. So that is the only thing. And to give you benefits to your he can convert, he can even run his Selenium scripts from Tosca. So that is one thing. If he's already into Selenium Java and he wants to use Tosca, he can run that Selenium scripts here also. So there is no need for you to again recreate all the scripts which are already there. he can simply use one add-in and he can run all his Selenium scripts. Okay, and integration with QC or Jira is very easy when coming to Tosca. So it's like whenever you run your execution list, all these things will be automatically updated in your HPLM. So which is a very big task for every tester to go and update that whatever the status and update the test. I mean, even that documents also, right? Screenshot documents also. It is very hard for you to upload, but when you are using Tosca, it is very easy. It will only do everything. So you just have to buy the tool. That is the only thing that you have to do.
One more question, Mansa.
Yeah.
If we want to schedule some tests suit, right?
Yes. Correct.
So is that possible with this tool, or do we need to connect with any Jenkins or CI/CD tools like?
Yeah, inbuilt we have one concept called distributed execution. We can do with Tosca. There is nothing that we can do with Jenkins. Okay, there's no need for you to put something from Jenkins. But yes, but if you want to run if you have already created your pipeline and you want to inbuilt your testing also, yes, it also supports the CI/CD pipeline also. Jenkins also it will support. You can do it. We will also discuss that some part of that in our this thing. Okay, how to do that pipeline creation and all. We can. I mean, I'm not going to explain, but yes, for sure we are doing how to learn this, how to run our test cases in distributed execution systems, and how to set up the server, how to set up this agent, and how this server agent will communicate. All those things are covered in our this. This course.
Okay, one more question.
Yeah.
So are we going to learn this Tosca with whatever the demo application that they are provided at Tricentis, or do we take up any live application to train us?
No, we'll be working on this demo web shop because it is easy for everyone to work on it. So if you are interested, you can go ahead and you can use your live application and do it.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Manas.
No problem. Any other questions? Okay, so if we have no questions, we can wind up for today. Maybe tomorrow we can see a little more about. Yes, we are covering API testing also, Gopinath.
Mansa?
Yeah, Hari, please go ahead.
Yeah, like in a project, like for every project, there will be manual testers as well as automation testers.
Yeah,
Means like whatever the test cases are written by the manual tester, those test cases are automatically again tested by the automation tester.
correct.
Okay, directly like automation tester also will be taking the responsibility of manual tester also.
Yeah, that depends upon your project, right? You can do that. That's not a problem, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then if we don't have anything, we can wind up for today's session. We can meet up in tomorrow's session and we can see a little more about what is Tosca, how to learn Tosca. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Have a very nice day and bye-bye.
Yeah, Mansa, Nishant here. Last one more question.
Yeah, no problem, Nishan. Please go ahead.
Yeah, you said we will be getting some interview questions at the end of the training, right? So,
Correct.
is it like straight questions or scenario-based questions that you are going to provide? And if it is a plain straight questions, what is what? Like, uh, can you going to cover with scenario-based training? Just my suggestion in the training.
Yeah,
after
it's
check.
already covered. We are not doing one-on-one. So interview questions are also not for everyone. If whoever is interested, and I'll be sharing up one sheet, okay? So that sheet, you have to give your interest. If you're interested, only then I'll take up that. And nothing is one-on-one here. Like, I mean, like a straight question. So you don't expect any straight questions here. Obviously, it will be. I mean, how the interviewers will ask, how the interviews will be. So that is how only I tell. I'm not because straight questions, even in Google, if you find you can just go and Google it, you will find the straight questions. There is no
Yes.
point of me explaining the same thing. Okay, I'm not going to. It's all only according to my real time experience and how my project teammates, how I do an interview in my project. So that is how the same way I can explain, but it's purely like on interest basis only. If whoever is interested for resume preparation and interview preparation, only for them it's a one-on-one. I'll just take up a one-on-one for them and I'll do it.
Yeah.
But in the sessions I'll be stressing about topics, what kind of questions were they ask, how they think the questions, what might be the question pattern, all these things will be explained.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Yes, then that's it for the day. Have a very nice day and thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mansa. Thank you all.